What is the worst thing that is legal? Impossibly hard to cancel subscriptions. Not the worst thing, but it used to be illegal for commercials on TV to be louder than the actual show, but not any longer suddenly. Big businesses lobbying politicians in order to get bills passed in their favor. The size of the X button on pop-up ads. Putting unrelated crap into bills to sneak it into law. I know they're supposed to follow some kind rules related to germaneness, but they clearly don't, and clearly need actual laws with actual punishments for pulling this crap. Hearing a honking sound in a radio commercial. Multi-level marketing. Scam calls and solicitation calls. I swear they used to be illegal at one point. A parent keeping their kid from the other parent when there's no good reason to and leveraging the courts to do it. Socks, fits size 6 to 12. Bullshit. Data caps on home internet. Robocalls. Bothering someone with something they paid for. Being penalized for calling out sick from work. Congress members being able to trade stocks at the same time they are receiving intelligence and passing laws that could affect the performance of said stocks. Unskippable double ads. Child beauty pageants. Coworkers that don't shower. Dog ear cropping and cat declawing. Sweatshop labor outsourced by tech and Fortune 500 companies. It's essentially contemporary slavery we collectively allow. I'm just gonna have to say little girls' beauty pageants. It just doesn't sit right with me. And not only because of the fact it's creepy, but I feel like it's stressful on the kid and on their body image. Being forced to fork up your personal data and access to everything in your phone to use a stupid app that makes a picture of your dog sing. It should not be allowed at all. No-knock warrants. We've seen time and time again where law enforcement has the wrong address and some innocent person ends up dead because of a logistical mistake. Political action committees. Marriage. Specifically a 14 years old getting married to a 40 years old with the parents' consent. That's just wrong. Our media driving a wedge between the populace to fuel division in order to satisfy ratings, purely for the purpose of entertainment and profit. Not facts. Advertisements for prescription medicine help patients lie to their doctors. The trade blockade over Naboo. Being rude to someone who is just trying to do their job. Groom your stepdaughter for over a decade, then when she's 18, divorce her mom and hook up with your stepdaughter. We've investigated ourselves and decided we didn't do anything wrong. Paying child support for a child that was conceived during an affair and isn't yours. Conversion therapy. Hey, let's make children hate themselves so much that they'll either lie about who they are for the smallest crumbs of validation or just commit sucked. Either way, that's one less gay to worry about. Now excuse me as I go throw up. Wages for full-time jobs that don't even cover basic living costs. In the US, people going bankrupt and losing their homes over medical bills. You can look up where anyone lives because it's public record. But can we please not have entire websites with databases full of every person in the country? I mean, think about people who get denied restraining orders and try to move away from their abuser. 6 months later and their abuser can just look up their name and find them all over again. This could be detrimental for spouse abuse victims, stalking victims, etc. Something should be done about them. It's terrifying. Civil asset forfeiture. It is un-American, legalized theft. U.S. employers can do seriously horrible things and treat their employees like shit all within the confines of the law. As I sit here smoking cigarettes. Fuck cigarettes, and fuck big tobacco. Underage marriage. If the parents say that it's okay for the girl to be married, they can be. Even worse, once the child is married, the spouse becomes the legal guardian, so they can't divorce them or any other guardian-related item until 18, and by then it could be too late. For-profit fucking prisons. LOL what? Mobile games that heavily revolve around spending money to make progress. Exploitation of nature, to the level that hurts everyone. Puppy mills. Yes, some states they're still legal. And where they're illegal, irresponsible backyard breeders are legal. Lying through your teeth on news shows because you claim you're actually entertainment. Even while it has news in the title of the station. Being able to lie through your teeth on an opinion show just BC, it's an opinion show. Opinions should be opinions about facts. Opinion should not be an excuse for slander or making knowingly false statements in the media. Not exactly legal, but I think the vast majority of the world's population at this point would agree that animal cruelty needs to have much harsher punishments. Most people get off with a slap on the wrist and a small fine. Prosecutors withholding evidence that can exonerate the accused so they can win a conviction. Unpaid internships, especially after graduating from college. They need money, not experience. Motherfucking phone calls from telemarketers and salesmen. I get they are just trying to do a living, but if I block your phone once, don't call me on a new number AR. Passing a shitload of bills wrapped up in one. No term limits for certain politicians. Civil forfeiture, wherein law enforcement can take your property because they think maybe it was or will be used in a crime and you have to prove it wasn't. Mega checks that do nothing but exploit and scam people. Teachers having the ability to tell you no, you can't go to the bathroom. Like I'm a piss missile and you're telling me nah, you've gotta finish your divisions. Pyramid schemes / MLMs.